Hello, two heads up here. I'm outside of Canifis, or I'm actually inside of Canifis, right in the fucking center of it. And this is a Tarn's Lair Miniquest guide. So I say Tarn's Lair, you're probably like, what the fuck is Tarn's Lair? And if you ever heard of a salve amulet, uh, this is how you enchant it. This Miniquest is how you enchant it. The Tarn's Lair Miniquest. And so, if you don't have a salve amulet, you need to do Haunted Mine. And I haven't made any quest guides because I've done all the quests, and I made my first video on '07 after I did all the quests. And I would love to make video quest guides, because I love doing quests. I had no problems with them whatsoever. I didn't have to go back and bank or whatever, rarely. So I feel like I'm pretty good at quests. It's not like they're tough, but I'm just efficient at them. So while I'm walking and talking and show you where to go to get to Tarn's Lair, um, let's talk about the setup. Now you notice what I'm wearing, basically proselyte, prayer book and all that, and that's just to stack as much prayer as possible. So you can bring as much food with you as possible into Tarn's Lair because you may need a lot of it messing up. So that's why I'm suggesting stack as much prayer. Like, I could probably bring one prayer potion with this setup and that would be fine. But I understand not all of you have full proselyte. Not all of you may have, all this shit that I'm wearing. So D-Mace is great because it gives us 5 prayer bonus. So you can bring it as your spec weapon and you can wear it while you're just praying and walking through the dungeon. So yeah, make sure your auto retaliate's off. Tarn's Lair is probably the worst place to have auto retaliate on in RuneScape because you just get auto retaliated right back into a trap. And yeah. So what are the requirements for Tarn's Lair? I'd say have some kind of thieving and agility levels. I haven't actually looked up the Miniquest guide and I don't have it up. I just kind of have where I need to go memorized. So I made this video for you. You look up the actual requirements. I think it's probably around 40 agility and thieving. So which hopefully most of you should have since you've done Desert Treasure. So this is the Haunted Mine right here. If you've done the Haunted Mine quest, you already know this. So, as soon as you enter the the Haunted Mine, you just go north. I hate turning up my volume while I'm recording, but I keep forgetting. Sorry about that, but live with it. Okay, so we got some skeletons here and shit. Real cool shit. Alright. So as soon as you go on, you're going to have like melee prep the whole time. And this is what floor traps look like. You see that shit right there? Look like little spikes. And it's giving you a hint right here that there are traps on the floor and the wall. So you just keep prayer up. And there's a floor trap right there. So just kind of keep an eye of what I'm doing. You just kind of right click everything. You don't really have to wait and dick around. See, there's a trap right there in that wall, so I'm just going to walk here diagonally, or not. There we go. So there's a trap on the floor here. You can either disarm it, or just walk diagonally. And I believe there's a trap up here, see? So you just walk diagonally and avoid it. Just search for wall traps, search for floor traps. Okay, you're good. There's a floor trap right here, watch out for that. There's a wall trap right here, which you do have to disarm. See how I do that. When you've got a high-ass prayer bonus, you don't really have to worry about, I'm going to get hit by a wall trap. Yeah, dang it. When you have a high-ass prayer bonus, you don't really have to worry about taking a lot of damage. So, the reason why I have money in my inventory... Oh, security guard, give me some shit. What do you give me? Okay. So, this is why you bring money. Because you have to pay, like, I don't know, 2K to bank with this guy here. So if you kind of just derped it out on the way here, This is where you bank. You don't have to go all the way back. So make sure you got plenty of everything. I've got an agility potion. I won't need it, but I've just got it for emphasis. I've got super energies, super attacks, all that, prayer potions, and scimitar for killing Tarn. So once you go in here, you're basically going to keep melee prayer on the whole time. And if you don't listen to your RS music, this is a great time to, because oh my god, this like Tarn's Lair music is really sick. So pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm skipping through all these passageways. I'm just kind of walking, chilling through this whole thing. There's another floor trap right there. Just watch out for that. Yeah, there's another floor trap right there. Watch out for that. And okay, so enter this passageway, and then I believe I go north here. Yeah, and then I believe I go west here. Yep. So I'll repeat that. So, because I did that a little fast, and I didn't really say anything. Okay, so watch out for that trap. Oops. Alright, so I walked all the way to the south west of this room where you first enter from the banker, and I just went into the most southwest door. As soon as I entered this door, I went to the northern door with these fountains here. Sorry, I kind of skipped through that. And watch out for the floor traps. You can just walk right through the center and go through this west door with the stairs. And then, okay, so we're like halfway done right now. It's really not that bad. You just need to make sure you take the right direction. Okay, and I'm going to go through every possible scenario. So in case if you fall or whatever. Alright, so that's a good deal. Now you need to right click these pillars, you just jump to these ones. Alright, so what I'm going to demonstrate for you first is what happens when you fail at this trap. If you're pretty oblivious to what's in this room, there's a giant log hanging from the ceiling. So that'll fuck you up pretty bad, so watch out for that. Sometimes, this is how you deactivate it, this search for thing here. Sometimes when you search it and deactivate it, it really doesn't deactivate, and when you jump to the pillar, the log will swing at you. So I recommend putting Protect Melee on when you're crossing to the log. I'll show you what happens when you get hit by a log. Boom. Hit by a log. 18. So I fell down into this room, watched for the traps, and I just went up. And you see I'm back to where I started, but I gotta watch out for these traps. That'd be a good idea. So there's another trap here. Just watch out for that. As long as you catch all the traps and you keep Protect Melee up, there's nothing really to worry about here. There's a search wall option here. You don't have to disarm this trap. You can just walk to the side, but whatever. Okay, so showed you what happens when you fall down in this room. Which really, it's pretty simple to get back to where you were when you fall down in this room. This guide is going to be a little long because it's going to be a little extensive. It's going to be pretty thorough. So if you do fall and you do fuck up, you're like, you're like not lost and I didn't show you what to do. So pay attention, So I've deactivated this floor trap here, or the log trap with the floor switch. And I'm going to see if I actually deactivated it. Looks like I did. Looks like that log's going to leave me alone. And so you right click the ledge, jump to ledge, and then you're home free. Now there's only one more really trap that can knock you off and make you have to restart from a certain distance. There's only one more of those type of traps to go through, and that is right up here. We're more than halfway through this thing. Alright, so what are over here are these wall traps. You see how they push out like that? And the object of getting by these is, let me eat a longfish. You wait until it just goes back in, comes out, and then right after it comes out, you come across. But sometimes that doesn't work too well. Sometimes you misclick, and that happens. And when that happens, just get your bearings. Oh, doesn't this fountain thing look familiar? Yeah, it does. So, once you fall down in this room, you go into this door that you're directly right next to when you fall down. You might not always be directly next to it. But you watch out for the floor traps as always. Click on the fountain door. And this is the same door as before. You just go on this western door, and then doesn't this room look familiar? It should. Better be paying attention. So, search the wall if you want. You could have just walked over, but there are 2 wall traps here on each side. And so don't forget when you redo this to deactivate the traps. So don't rush through this and get hit by the fucking log. Not a good idea. You gotta run all the way back. The trap is on a timer. And if you're doing this with multiple people, I found that once you deactivate the trap, it works for everyone, not just for you. It's a timer for like the whole world. So I don't know how long the timer is. So I deactivated the trap. Then right click that ledge and you're all set. So worst case scenario, you fucked up on both traps. Jagex got you. You know, you're probably super hella frustrated right now, but you're glad that you've got 2 heads at your back. You got 2 heads at your side. You got 2 heads watching out for you. That's what I'm here for, boys. So you wait till it comes out, then you go over. Wait till it comes out, then you go over. Same thing for these guys. Don't try and do 2 at once. Just be patient. Be right next to it. Wait for it to go over. And wait for it to go over. And there you go. Alright, this room you just pray magic. And all you do in this room is just hop across the pillars. It's that simple. Pray magic. And we are almost done here. So, what combat level did I initially do this? Because I've got a Salve Amulet E in my inventory. I've obviously already done this. I did this around level 70 combat. That's when I did Haunted Mine. Haunted Mine was one of the tougher quests for me. I did all the quests at a very low combat level. And so here we are. We're in the final room. So, once you enter into this doorway, there will be a cutscene, and you'll be fighting Tarn along with 3 big badass terror dogs. And what happens is your prayer will be drained, but all you gotta do is protect melee prey and you'll be fine. Real easy. First form is like level 70 of Tarn, second form's level 100 or so. Maybe I got them backwards. But all you gotta do is kill Tarn, ignore the terror dogs, and then once you kill Tarn, there's a study room to the north, and there should be a book on the table. It should be Tarn's diary. So you pick up Tarn's diary, and you can either tele out or use it on your Salve Amulet. And you haven't done Haunted Mine, I recommend you get at least a few salve chips. Chisel out a few salve chips and make them into Salve Amulets. So you have multiple ones in case if you die or whatever. Placeholders are always great. So that's basically what you do. And you can keep the diary. Also, you don't really have to keep the diary if you have a bookcase in your shelf, because those are actually a bookcase in your shelf. A bookcase in your house. If you have any single one, it keeps track of all the books that you have picked up and used in RuneScape. Just about. All the quest ones, all the Miniquest ones, whatever. Tarn's Lair is one of those books. So you don't have to keep it in your bank afterwards. You can just drop it. If you ever need it again, it's in your bookcase in your house. And even if you haven't built a bookcase yet, once you do, it will have that book, which is pretty great. I think for a mahogany bookcase, it's only 40 construction. So I think that's all I have to say about Tarn. It's just a real easy mini quest. I really encourage you guys to do it. A salve amulet, oh shit, a salve amulet is great for AFK training, or if you just hate Slayer, it's great. It gives 20% attack, damage, and strength. I mean, attack accuracy and strength boost, melee attack. So it's really good, definitely worth doing. And I'm making sure that's all I have to say about Tarn's Lair. You get 4K Slayer experience for killing Tarn, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of incentives for doing this quest. I mean, this mini quest. You get 15K strength experience from doing Haunted Mine. So it's a really good quest to do, especially if you're low level. It's just a hard quest to do at low levels. But if this helped you out, please leave a like. Try to be as thorough as possible. If you leave a like, other people that are curious about Tarn's Lair or fucking just have no idea what to do, this will really help those type of people out. So if you leave a like, it'd be greatly appreciated. And that's all I have to say about Tarn's Lair. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.